Welcome back to the Center Podcast. I am your host, Victor, along with my co-host, Mark. How's everybody doing today? How are you, Mark?
I'm doing good. How are you, Victor?
I'm good. Suppose we had like an undercover cop. I don't know.
Just like the way you look, was you just hear, I don't know, I see the belt, I see the pants, and then just like the shirt just look kind of tight. I was just like, I don't know, like
I got it tucked, that's why.
That's why I ain't got it tucked.
Yeah. Supposedly this is a Army vet uniform. I had it tucked because of the cardigan. I might just do it from up here now. How are you, Mark?
I'm doing good.
I'm doing swell. All right.
Yes, sir. I'm doing good.
This is my rifle.
This is my rifle.
Connor, what the fuck are you doing? Come, Lieutenant. But yeah, what's new with you, man?
Nothing. I was just gonna bring up something that happened. It didn't happen to me. It happened to a friend. It happened to a friend that was pretty crazy. And I mean, you obviously don't even know who I'm talking about, but yeah, it happened not this Saturday, just passed, the Saturday before. And
I'm trying to get.
Yeah, but this is also weird because this is a video after, so they're gonna be like, wait, so was that Saturday? So
it don't matter.
Yeah. Anyway.
It's currently today, February 21st.
Yeah. Anyway, so we got dropped off of work by this person, so we went back home. And I'm like at home and I'm like in the shower. I'm like, time to rub a dub, big
settle
down
for
the night. And then within like 10 minutes of me in the shower, my phone rings, and then I'm like, what the fuck? So then I look at the phone, and next thing you know, it ended up hanging up because I just wasn't able to pick it up fast enough because I'm like over here trying to like dry my arms, so like the whole floor is covered in like water.
Just ass out.
Yeah, so I was like trying to recover. So I called back, and next thing you know, he picks up and he's telling me like, yo, I just need you and your brother to come to like 5th and Lehigh. It's an emergency. So I'm like, oh shit, like, all right, I'm over there. So I go over there. Get ready or whatever, and I tell my brother that we gotta go over there. And this is when it was like, I don't know if it got that bad for you in Jersey, but it was like kind of flaring at that like point of the night. It was like kind of like bad or whatever. So
what time is this?
This is like at like maybe like 12 in the morning, probably, if anything like that. And yeah, we go over to 5th and Lehigh. It turns out it was like an accident. And it wasn't like so crazy as far as like car flipped or anything like that, but he did get T-boned. So it was just like, front of the car, corner front on his side, the driver's side. So it turns out the lady ends up like running the light and ends up hitting him. And it was just kind of bad, and it was just kind of like crazy and like scary for the most part because we just didn't expect something like that to happen. And yeah, the person ran the light, hit him. He said that he like hit his head kind of on the window a little. It wasn't like crazy because like the window didn't crack or anything like that, but it was just like a good enough hit. And he was just saying how he was just scared because then the person that like did hit him, it was a guy and a girl, and the guy came out of the car and was like, "Oh yeah, like yo, you good?" And from his perspective, after everything happened, he just wasn't sure exactly how that was going to like pan out and go down. So he was just saying how he was kind of like scared because to the point like after the car hit him and the door, like his door was jammed, like he couldn't get out there, like the door wasn't gonna open anymore. So he was just kind of like scared to the fact that he didn't know what he was gonna have to do. So he was like, he might have to just like drive off like for what just happened. But turns out he said that the guy asked him that if he was good, and then like a couple minutes later, the bull just booked it and just left. And just left the shawty in the car.
Oh shit!
Yeah, so the shawty's in the car. It turns out,
shit going on.
Yeah, it turns out the shawty ended up getting kind of hurt. Like I think her eyebrow or kind of somewhere above her eyebrow was like cut, so she was like kind of bleeding. And yeah, really for the most part, that's kind of what happened. The cops came or whatever, and yeah, it was just pretty crazy because we were just not expecting something like that to happen. Yeah, he was just like kind of like just like freaked out about everything because he was just like, because what also got him freaked out is that when he did get in an accident, a bunch of the towing trucks came and they all just kind of came out of nowhere. So he was kind of freaked out at the like idea that he just got hit out of nowhere when he kind of was like looking around. All these like, it was like 3 other trucks.
It was ready to pick up
with like tinted windows just showing up, and he's just like, oh fuck, like what the hell. But Meanwhile, that's just what the fuck they do over here. When they hear an accident, they get over there in like 2.5 seconds to take your car away. So yeah, that ended up happening. Me and my brother got there and we just saw everything. And yeah, there was just one cop and she was like helping like everything out, and then eventually they got it figured out. But yeah, it was pretty crazy, you know. I wasn't expecting that to happen, and it was so it's not funny. It's not funny at all.
Okay, good
Not
start.
funny at all. But we always made this joke with his car because his car is it's pretty dirty inside.
Mhm.
So there was one time where I actually cleaned it for him. It looked spotless, clean. And then from that point, that was like during last summer I did that. So ever since then, I never did it again, and it was just like eventually it got back to that point where it got really fucking messy. So we were always like making the joke recently, like about for like a month, like, oh yeah, you know, he's gonna like come by and we're gonna clean it again. So then, so on the way, I was fucked up. On the way there, I was just like telling her, I was like, I ain't gonna lie, I was low key saying like, yo, now we don't gotta clean your car. I was like fucked up, and I was like, nah. So I ended up telling her, yeah, I was just like, it was pretty funny, but we ended up having to like take all the stuff that he did have in his car and like move into his dad ended up showing too, so we had to move it into his car or whatever, just to like, you know, transfer the stuff because they were gonna take it to like not a shop, but basically like this place where they just store the car at, you know. So they were just gonna go and take it there or whatever, and eventually they were gonna like handle all of it. But yeah, so we had to take all that stuff out, and yeah. So for the most part, that's kind of what happened. But I think everything, for the most part, we checked up on him. He said he's good. He had like a very small concussion. So he's just been chilling for the most part now. And yeah, so pretty sure everything's getting handled. I think the lady said that there was a camera in that corner. So
Perfect.
yeah, he should be good for the most part. I mean, it sucks because you said you had that car for so long, kind of almost similar to like how you
Mhm.
your car. Like,
Is it total or is it?
Yeah, it's total. So unfortunately, like, yeah, it just sucks. But yeah, he said he's had it for so long, and it was just crazy because he would always mention it too, how he's always had it for so long, and now he's just always like, he's like, oh, in his head, he's like, there's no like he's just gonna keep it until like basically
it falls apart. Yeah.
There's no point in getting something different.
Tell you, bro, the hoop team meetups.
Right. So he was just saying like that's what he was gonna do, and it was just crazy for something like that to happen. So yeah, but that's kind of what happened on that Saturday. Just thought like, hey, bring it up, you know.
Wow. So I mean, he's basically just got to get a new joint.
Yeah, for the most part, yeah, get a new joint or like, I don't know if you would want to get like a rental for the meantime. Probably, I don't know.
I mean, you said that was like 2 weeks ago, so
yeah,
I'm sure that the insurance will probably, if they had it,
oh yeah.
if people dipping off like that, I don't know.
Yeah, that was the one other thing they were trying to like figure out for them, like at the time, if they did or didn't, you know. But hopefully, some good news from that actually.
Somebody ran off. I don't know how
Yeah,
possible that is.
Yeah, that I don't know. Again,
He said, "You good? Yeah." He turned to GTA.
He was didn't stop running. Yeah, I don't know.
As long as you ain't dead, I'm gonna head out now. Y'all be easy.
I mean,
that was my Uber. I don't even know Shorty.
I don't even know her, bro. First time I ever seen her.
That's wild.
Yeah,
that shit's scary. Because a lot of times, I mean, especially that, like if they ran the light, he's probably just chilling and shit. Just
yeah. So it wasn't so much that like she ran it. Like okay, so if I can like try to paint the picture, Fifth and Lehigh has like those two gas stations right there, right before you get onto what is that street? I can't. Kind of like Rising Sun.
mm-hmm.
Yeah. And it was more of the idea where she came out the gas station and then got into that one lane that can allow you to go and turn onto Fifth.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like you get into one of those like turn only lanes so that you can turn into like the street. You know what I mean? So like you say like it's like here and you're in that lane so that you can turn into which I think he was saying that she was in that lane. And I think from just coming out of the gas station, she just kept going. Like she got into that lane and it just kind of like kept going. So it wasn't so much that she was like far behind and then she just kept going, like zooming like 60. He was saying that if she did have like gone that speed, like it would have been so much worse.
Yeah.
Because it like you see it like for the most part, his tire got like dented in a little bit and the frame was kind of like bent in. Like that was like for the most like it did it. But yeah, had she gone faster, it would have been like so much worse. So yeah, she wasn't like going crazy fast, but still for the most like yeah, she was going pretty fast, man. Fuck that shit up.
Well, thank God. Hopefully
Yeah.
everything's cool now. I mean, it's probably, on its way to being over with, where they're trying to figure out whatever the hell's going on. It's been a minute. It's unfortunate. This shit sucks.
Yeah.
Especially here.
Yeah, it was also just crazy. I mean, the idea that it was just like, I guess, snowing or whatever, Like, that's what was happening too, so, I don't know.
Damn. I don't like that shit. I had that shit happen to me once, and that was it. Now I'm cool. But, yeah, I mean, everybody's okay.
Yes.
Thankfully. Nobody died. He said, "Boy, you good." I wonder what happened to that dude, though, low key.
Yeah, that's what I want to know.
What's his story?
I don't know. Kind of want to know, too, because when I heard he just ran, I'm like, oh, shit. I don't know where he ran to, where his hideout spot is. I don't know.
Yeah, fuck that guy.
Yeah.
Genuine question. All right, sorry, since we're on this topic. If I were to be gone, would you still do the show without me? If I was to check like that?
You mean just like...
Like, I'm gone. I'm 6 feet.
Jeez, okay.
I'm like, damn, Vic got in an accident. But we need to drop an episode Tuesday. Fuck.
Fuck it, Saturday. I got 2 days to recover or some shit. Like, I got shit. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I probably wouldn't do a video. I'll probably do like a thing to like put out there at first to say like, what had happened and everything like that. And then probably like next week or like, going on, I probably would try to. But I do know people would just be like, yo, like, I could tell this is hard for mine. Like, this is hard. Like, I don't even know what I'll be able to like, like come up with every week and just kind of talk to the cameras just straight up at that point. I don't know.
Well, you could, who would you bring? Like, you don't gotta be just.
Oh, no, yeah. I think at that point, Quinn will be like, I need to step up.
Gotta do it.
I gotta do
my
that.
brother. Gotta keep it going.
Do it for Victor, man. Yeah, I feel like he would step up for sure. Meanwhile, he's watching. He's like, fuck that shit.
I gotta show up every week. Fuck that.
Doing that shit. What are you talking about?
Parking?
I've been chilling here. I'm fine. We can do Zoom. Yeah, maybe,
Just get that one video and then they back to normal. It's like, all right, so farts, right? I know Big died or whatever. But like,
who gives a fuck? We're
keep
here
it going.
now. Nah, I'm pretty sure everybody would just be like, it'll be a comment in every video. It's like, damn.
Where he at? What happened to Vic?
Right.
It's like, chill.
All right, don't bring it up, man. We just got over it.
Just in the description, it's like, we know Vic ain't been here. Bull check. Stop asking.
Bull check. Check out 2-week video. 2-week video. You'll understand.
It's just a YouTube link.
All right, yeah.
If you're wondering where Vic at, just watch this. And it's just like a black and white photo of me. It's like, in the arms of an angel.
You're gonna pick like the most embarrassing picture of me.
Just me all fucked up. Just.
There you go.
I will remember you.
Rest in peace, Vic. We always gonna remember you.
It's just us in the move video.
Right, yeah.
That's my tribute.
It's just the slow motion. Just like, yes, this is how we'll always remember you, Vic. We'll just take any
forever in our hearts.
Yeah, we'll take like any like almost embarrassing or just funny like clips from like the podcast and just make a compilation of it and just put that song in the background.
Just us doing the pregnancy video.
Right?
The fucking hot sauce, the hot
videos. The hot ones, any of that shit.
Bro, you remember the peanut ones we did? That was the only one that genuinely hurt, bro.
That
like I felt that shit like in my stomach.
That I feel like is a pain I can like when I think about it, like I can feel it, like for sure, because that was terrible.
The wings, chilling. The
like,
noodles, I couldn't finish them, but like it was like whatever, like. But like, those fucking.
I felt like there was just like a rock in my stomach that was just stuck there. Like it was just there.
No lie, I was in your bathroom like this, trying to get shit out. And I was trying so hard for a minute just for like literally like nothing to come out.
bro, like I was stuck just staring into like a wall. Like I was just like stuck. Like I was so focused on what was in my stomach. Everything around me was just gone. Like I was just like,
it's like the Mr. Krabs picture.
Like, I was literally gone. I didn't know what to think or do. I was just like, this hurts. Like
all that for us to get 10 views.
Like I felt like some people be like, oh, like their kidney stones or bad. Like that, I felt like that's like I never had it happen, but I don't know why I felt like that's what I imagined it felt like. It was just there, and I was like, I can't do anything. Like I can't shit for some reason. Like it's not at that point, but it's there. Like just trying to like get out. I don't know. It was terrible.
You know what I need to do, low key? I need like whenever like we're ahead on videos, I'm gonna go back and take like clips from all those older videos because they were good.
Yeah.
We just didn't get no love on them. True. And post them on like TikTok and YouTube Shorts and like IG Reels and see how they do. Yeah. Because the ASMR video, bro, is a fucking classic. It is. You can't even fraud. Yeah. Like me cracking my neck, that shit get at least a mil. Bro, if I put that on TikTok right now, it's getting at least a mil. That neck crack. Especially on some ASMR shit.
I remember when I opened up the Sprite bottle and it was so loud that my headphones just cut out, and I was like, I thought my ears just popped. I was like, what happened?
Even another dimension.
I was like, bro, did I just go deaf? Like I didn't hear anything else. It was just as soon as I popped it, everything went dark. I was like, am I in a commercial?
I was about to ask a question that was mad personal, but now I realized we were on camera. We're just talking so regular right now. I feel like we're not doing a podcast right now. That was like super not podcasty conversation.
Nonchalant.
What happened this week, Mark? What's new? I feel like we're getting too nonchalant right now. We were talking about languages, you know. Putin just did some weird shit in Ukraine, you know. The Rock owns a football league and he's collaborating with the NFL. Which is cool, which also makes sense.
I feel like I saw something.
Which also makes sense why he was at the Super Bowl. I didn't think about that.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, I felt like I saw he was at the Super Bowl. Yeah. So.
But no, which is kind of sad too, because it's called the XFL, and it used to be a thing back in like the 90s, and I believe it was like done with the WWE. So they they started it back up, and it started up like February of 2020. And then a month later, COVID happened. So they had like COVID, like literally started where the lockdowns happened. So then the games happened, season ended, and they didn't have any money because nobody showed up and nobody was able to attend. So they got shut down, and then new people bought it, and one of the people was The Rock, since I guess the WWE ties and like whatever he bought it, or like partial ownership. So now what they're doing is basically like the XFL and the NFL are collabing. So like any new shit that they want to try, they're just gonna send it to the XFL. And then if it works, they'll like go from there.
Wow. So
if they want to fix their fucking overtime rules that are terrible, that literally college does a better job of. So I'm sorry, I'm not sure where we left off, particularly because the battery died. But we're talking about the XFL and Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, Chinese connoisseur, speaker of many languages,
language,
and John Cena as well.
Yeah.
John Cena's show is low key killing it though. People love it.
Really, I wasn't sure because isn't it like a spinoff from
Suicide Squad?
Yeah.
But like his show is like supposed like people were like, yo, like this is amazing. Like this makes like all the other like Marvel shows look like shit.
Wow, that's pretty cool. I'm glad to hear that.
The season just ended too.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because I wasn't sure how that was, and not to mention I wasn't sure if that was connected to that. Like when I saw his costume and everything like that, I was like, well, I feel like I've seen this before. And then like I saw the whole Suicide Squad, I'm like, oh shit, wait, I guess that's him, and it's like a spinoff. So.
And like supposedly the theme song is really good, and like the show itself is like really fucking good. Like I'm just like, damn, I need to hop on. This was like Peacemaker or some shit like that. It's called.
Yeah, Peacemaker. Yeah. So hey, good for him.
People were saying like, oh, like John Cena like is really showing like his acting shit off in this show.
Cool.
So yeah, XFL making a comeback. NFL's working with them. You know who else is making a comeback? I just thought about this now. While you were gone. Big Time Rush.
Really?
Yeah, they're doing a show in Madison Square Garden with what's her name? Like Charlie D'Amelio or some shit. She's like opening for them.
Interesting.
What's their name? What's like those like first like white girls that are sisters that like did TikTok? Oh, like the main ones.
The D'Angelos. Like I don't know. Keep going.
I'm gonna see if I can find it.
They're like almost like twins. I don't know.
No, they just look really similar. I think they're just siblings. What the hell is it called? Dixie D'Amelio.
Yeah,
It's the sister.
yeah.
But they like, she's like opening for them, and like Big Time Rush is coming back, and they're doing Madison Square Garden. Like they Big Time Rush still popping like that? They can sell Madison Square Garden now.
Time.
Wow, man, I didn't realize he. But I mean, don't get me wrong. I've talked about this before. I don't think it was on here, but like Big Time Rush got slappers, bro.
Oh, you do?
Like they got heaters, bro.
They do.
Yeah, definitely wasn't on here. I literally was on my computer and I'm like, cause like obviously we grew up during that time when all that stuff was coming out, but like since we were kids, like we were into it, so we were like super invested and like knew all the shit that was going on around it. But in my head, I'm like, now that I'm like in my 20s, like was it really popping like that? So I looked up like album sales for Big Time Rush and like Jonas Brothers and like Hannah Montana, bro. Hannah Montana and Jonas, they were going like quadruple platinum, bro.
Yeah.
Like they was selling records.
They were. Yeah.
Like this wasn't like just a Disney Channel thing. Like they was like pushing units.
Like I remember
crazy.
seeing like concerts and that joint was always filled. Like it was.
My sister went to like 3 of them.
Yeah, it was just the idea of like, I don't know, maybe depending on like our age, we just weren't going to concerts like that. Not to mention it was like you had kids going by themselves, where it was like us, we need like our parents maybe. So
yeah, and a lot of them. I mean, a lot of those were tailored towards like girls than more guys. Like there wasn't really like a girl group that or like a guy group that were like, yo, like I want to go see Big Time Rush. Like I would just be like low key I'll be low key on like Teen Nick and the music video be popping on. I'm like, yo, this shit go hard.
Right. They have like the commercial.
Yeah.
Like they put the music video on as one of the commercials. Yo, shit fire, bro. Okay.
But they wasn't Big Time Rush low key though wasn't selling units as much as like the others were. They went like gold. They went like gold. Which is still tough. But it's like if they was on Disney Channel, bro, like they'd be.
It was one of those, it came a lot later too, compared to like when Hannah Montana and all this shit was out. It came like a little bit later. Had it came a little bit sooner, and like you said on Disney Channel, it probably would have been insane, honestly.
There needs to be a documentary on those people though.
Yeah.
Like one day, like when they're all old as shit, like I feel like it's gonna happen. Like there was one for like R. Kelly, like where it's like all the people came out like years later. Like there has to be a documentary where all of them come together and just talk about that experience. Cause like Hannah Montana, like Demi Lovato, the Jonas Brothers, like
maybe I don't know,
like Raven Simone, like
Selena Gomez, like
for sure Selena Gomez, like all those people. They need to like link up and talk about all that Disney shit. Cause there's no way that it's a coincidence that they were all at some point like coked up and like mad, like drugged out. I'm not even trying to be funny about it.
I'm not either, but I'm just confused as to where this turned. We were talking about album sales and shit.
No, but like the thing is like, bro, think about it. Like really like think about it. These people were like, again, quadruple platinum and selling mad records at like 15, bro.
Yeah. It's like, imagine, I don't even know.
Picture yourself.
Realize like how crazy that was at that time.
Picture yourself being in that position.
Yeah, it's just
like Miley Cyrus was dressing up in a wig and going out to a crowd of thousands upon thousands of people and singing and making hella money and having all these adults down her neck. Like, bro, you need to do this, this, and that for us. And like, you signed the contract and all this other weird shit. And then you just trying to be a regular ass kid. And then just so happens somebody slides you a little bit of drugs and you end up doing them. And then it just fucks your head up. Because Demi Lovato was heavy into drugs. And like she had like mental like issues or like mental, I don't know what the proper word is. I fucked that up. But she had like a eating disorder and like all this other shit. And like they all had to have experienced similar shit. And like probably been around similar people where it's like, yeah, like they did me dirty too. So like I want to hear about that stuff low key. Because it's no coincidence that, like, some of the cast of That's So Raven's fucked up. And, like, Miley Cyrus went through her weird, like, wrecking ball, like, Jordan J's on my feet phase. And, like,
I remember that.
Yeah. And whatever happened with the Jonas Brothers and, like, Taylor Swift. And, like, Demi Lovato was, like, on stage, like, singing her ass off. But, like, has to be a bunch of behind-the-scenes shit that we'll never know about that I want to know. This goes back to, like, us wanting to just be like slightly famous, so we're just like in that room with those people. Because I know there are stories that are just wild as fuck. Like what they let us know, and then to us it's like, yo, that's weird. I know that's just because they allow us to know.
Yeah.
Like there's way weirder shit they probably paid off.
They want to give you something to realize like it's not perfect. Like we obviously know it's not perfect, but the under
like the shit that they have to pay people off to like not talk about. That's what I want to know. Because, like, for example, kind of unrelated, but still somewhat related, like Kanye. Like, Kanye and Kim, they divorced, whatever. And, like, we know all the weird shit that he's doing and, like, how he can be crazy. But that's only to the extent that they allowed us to know.
Yeah.
There's definitely some shit that happened between them that we'll never know about. Like, there might have been a time where, like, Kim was just knocked out sleep and Kanye's just, like, running around the house, like, butt-ass naked or some shit, like, yelling shit. Like, I know that has happened. Yeah, like, rapping. And he's like, oh, like, I got this artistic idea. And he just covered in, like, paint or some shit. Like, I know, like, like, as weird as it sounds, I know something to that degree has happened.
Yeah, I mean, I think, yeah. You know, there's certain people and just, yeah. And
we'll never hear about it because I feel like they genuinely, like, loved each other at some point.
Yeah.
Like, you have to if you're going to have 4 kids together or 3 kids, however many they have. It's like North, Shy, Saint, Psalm.
So 4.
Yeah. But, yeah, like, now I know there's more shit. There was some story I heard the other day that somebody was like, that it was some, like, producer or something like that he was, like, cool with Kanye. I don't know how true this is. I heard this was, like, somebody else, like, friend of a friend, where, what?
I'm just so laughing.
So it's also been on record that Kanye is addicted to porn. Another thing. But some producer said that he texted Kanye, he was like, oh, like, come over. And he said he walked into Kanye's house to, like, say what's up to him. And then Kanye was on the couch, like, watching TV, but he was watching, like, porn of, like, somebody, like, getting, like, this sounds so, I can't, he was watching something very inappropriate on the TV. And, like, he was like, yo, what's up? Like, what's good, Kanye? He's like, oh, what's up, man? He's like, can you believe that just happened? Like, talking about, like, the shit that he's watching on TV. He's like, you want some pudding? And
that's what you offered me after me walking into
Yeah, seeing the shit in his living room. Not even, like, his bedroom, like, his privacy.
Not, like, on a laptop.
Nah. He wasn't like, oh, like, I'm sorry, bro. He was just like, yo, you want some pudding, bro?
Want some pudding?
Yeah, like, hey, oh. Watch how you say that. Don't say it like that. I ain't taking no pudding from you. But, yeah, bro, like, and that's just weird shit that we hear. And, like, if you say some shit, maybe, like, you get in trouble or, like, sued. Because there's also the one girl on TikTok who, like, Anicia told me about it. Some lady, like, handles, like, people's plants. Like, she's, like, a gardener, I guess. So, like, they send her, like, she goes to, like, these people's houses and, like, takes care of, like, their lawns or whatever. But, like, she says she will see, like, weird shit. So she talked about it on her TikTok and, like, she got sued over it. So it's like, you can't even say certain things. Like, it's kind of weird. And then you see weird clips of, like, Chance the Rapper and Kanye arguing for no reason. Like, he be going through his episodes. I was like, what the fuck? And that's just shit that they let us know. It's like, it gets deeper, bro. Are you taking that pudding? Be honest.
I mean, who'd you say I was coming in?
I mean, just say that you're Mark in that situation. Okay. Like, you're like, oh, like, Kanye's like, yo, I love your podcast. Like, I want you to come through. Like, we should film an episode there. Like, you mad cool, I fuck with you, just come through. And then you're stepping in and that's the situation. Are you taking that pudding?
I think I'm still taking the pudding.
My first thought was like if he says that, he's like, yo, you want some pudding? I'm like, what kind of pudding, bro? Like, what kind of pudding we talking?
I ain't gonna fucking lie. I would take the pudding. I might, though, for sure, ask about what the fuck I saw later on.
Like, hey, bro, like, thanks for the pudding. No, what the fuck was that?
Yeah, because, like, you don't know the whole situation coming in, you know. But, like, again, like, if that's my first time seeing that shit, I'm just like, what the fuck?
Yeah, like,
I'm going to be like...
Were you just watching that for you? Or, like, is there, like, you dropping something soon, this is going to make sense, like, in 3 months?
Like, was there something that, like, somebody told you or look out for something in this video or something or get some inspiration? Am I going to hear some moan in, like, another track about the... Like, is that what I'm going to hear?
Like, Pete, like, what's that Gunna song? Like, he got moans in there. He's probably doing the same shit.
That's why I'm like, was that what you doing? Like, and he's going to be like, nah. I'm like, oh.
Okay.
So
imagine he offers you that pudding. My first thought was like, hey, yo, like, but what's in the pudding, though? Like, is this like homemade pudding? Like, you be making pudding, Kanye? Or you just got them little red solo, what are they called?
I don't know what the brand is.
But like, you know what I'm talking about, the little red peel bag chocolate pudding.
Yeah.
Or what if it's like some weird shit, like some tapioca or something? What is tapioca?
I don't know.
Time out. I don't know, man. But like, I feel like chocolate pudding is the only kind of pudding you will offer somebody, right?
No, yeah. I mean, you got vanilla, right?
Yeah, but like...
What is vanilla? Got it.
That shit look nasty as hell.
Oh man, almost looked like yuca.
Yeah, it's basically what. It's a starch.
Interesting.
Why?
Starch.
Anyway, I feel like chocolate pudding is probably the main.
But yeah, I would look out for that label. You know, if I don't see it, I'd be like, oh, who made this? You know, did Kim make this?
Mm-hmm.
I'll start asking that question because I don't know.
What is pudding?
I don't know.
We're not gonna get into the anatomy of pudding right now, but
either way, Kanye's offering.
So you're taking the pudding, right?
Yes.
Same.
Sorry.
Even if I'm just like, yeah, this shit good.
So like, what if he like told you like, oh shit, what's up, and then told you like, yo, like, come sit down with me real quick and watch this one. Would you do it?
I would sit down, but I know he gonna be like mad into it. I'll probably just like look down. Like I want to. Like I feel like I wouldn't sit there, but I wouldn't watch.
What if he's like checking, like, yo, bro, look, watch.
Nah, at that point I'd be like, all right, Kanye, like you need to like me being me. Like I can only take that for so long. Where like I don't care.
I'll look at it for like 2 minutes probably, and then I'll be like, all right.
Like me being me. Like I don't care how famous you are. But yo, like what the fuck are you doing, bro? Like
yeah, I'll probably try to like sway the conversation and be like, all right,
like you don't got Netflix, bro?
Like, not even that. I'll just try to like get away from it completely. Like, all right, so like, you know, you want to talk to me about something? Like,
yeah. Trying to film this episode. That's gonna be kind of loud. Yeah. I can't really hear you. If we don't record.
So like, I'll just like instantly try to get away from it because I'm like, bro, you ain't called me over here to fucking watch this show on your TV.
Or
bro.
did you? Because if not, my ride's still outside.
Thanks, I gotta go.
I appreciate the pudding, but
next thing just like, you ain't going nowhere. Oh,
he just started. So I had this new idea, right?
Oh fuck yeah, we got of here. We gotta get out of here. Yeah, see, that's where I'm like, I think we gotta start drawing the line. Like, I don't know. I'm like, bro, your kids here? Like,
yeah, like that's the thing.
What, bro?
I wonder how they gonna like. I don't know.
It is pretty scary.
I hope they chilling. Sure, I hope they ain't seen that weird like that.
I don't know if you've seen it, but it needs to be like, I feel like Star Wars, where they just like give them off to other people in their family and don't let them raise them. Because I feel like personally, generally, neither of them are good options. Yeah. You know, like personally, I just feel like neither of them are good options. I feel like you need to send the kids somewhere else where, they got a little taste of each of them when they were, you know, this young. But at this point, before it's too late, them. Yeah, before it's too late, you need to show them off because who's the oldest? The daughter, right? It's North, yeah, she's already losing it. I think she's taking a lot from her mom, and I think it's like, you know, I don't know, but
bro, low-key, she's like Kanye, bro. Like from what I've seen,
really,
yeah, the way she be acting, that's a little Kanye.
So she looks like Kim, but acts like that.
Yeah, she definitely look like Kim now.
Yeah, for sure, yeah.
But she be acting like Kanye. That's just funny as hell, bro. She be playing the shit out her mom. I'm so serious. She be playing.
I feel like I heard something like that where she be talking to her mom. Though, yeah, I did see something like that actually. She's a little disrespectful too. So it's like, I don't know.
She's a god. So she just start busting out bad talk. She see Kanye acting crazy in the middle of the night. She joins in. Like, yeah, mom. Yeah, I don't blame Kim. She been with Kanye for a minute.
True.
Imagine how many times she came in with the kids and he just watching that weird shit on the TV.
Kanye. The fuck? What? This is me time.
No more Cocomelon.
Right?
Watch this.
This is what y'all into now. Like, whoa, bro, come on. Like, you need to chill. All right, we're going to the other house.
The other house.
Right. The one you don't know about.
Damn. That's enough for today. That was yeah, I mean, I'm gonna still bump the album though, and at the end of the day, if it's sealed, I'm taking that pudding. Like, hey, bro, what you mean by all that MAGA stuff? Right. Just mid eating.
Alright, sorry.
Like keep it being like, bro, like I'm not about that TV shit. Like just talk to me like as a person, bro. Like what the fuck be going on? Like keep it.
And then he just start yelling at you.
Be like, all right, bro, I gotta
go. Then he gives you another pudding, but it's not the red seal.
Yeah.
Take this one now. I made it.
Myself.
I made it myself. Yesterday at 3 a.m.
I had an artistic experience. Okay.
I'll take it to go.
He turned around, go to the door. It's like, just closes. Turn around.
What you thinking now?
He just floating.
Come
You
with
hear-
me.
You hear the beginning of Mercy.
Right?
It's like, alright, bro.
Where's that coming from, bro?
The pudding's kicking in.
You realize after you took one bite, you're just like, that shit start changing in your hand. What the fuck, bro?
All right, where can they find you, Mark?
Find me Instagram, ETC Marky Mark, Twitter, Marky Mark, Twitch at Marky Mark as well. But where can they find you and etc.
Find me on all platforms at ETC Victor and for etc. at Real etc. on all platforms. More videos coming out as always. Hope you guys enjoyed. This has been a long episode, so we're gonna cut it here. We love you guys. We'll see you next week. Bye. Peace out.